Now then, people, it's Joe or Leeds TV, and it is time for your Marcelo Bielsa reaction video. The guy's staying. What an absolute legend. Listen, I was dying to do this video earlier on, but unfortunately I was at work. But I just want to say, I'm not fucking leaving. Honestly, I'm absolutely buzzing. What a way for it to be released as well. Leeds United social media game on point once again. Released the picture of smoke coming from the chimneys. And just like the Pope does, he's just as important as that. When the smoke comes from the chimneys, people know the Pope has been anointed. In this case, you know, Bielsa is God to Leeds fans. So important that we got that deal done. More important than any player staying. More important than incomings. You know, even more important than us going up this season was the fact that we had to ensure that Marcelo Bielsa stayed for another year. I mean, when was the last time that Leeds United started the same the following season with the same manager who'd been there the previous year? It's been quite some time. And what a guy we've got at the helm as well. You know, there's been so many things that the guy, you know, what a season it's been. You know, we went on an 8-game unbeaten run at the start of the season. We were top at Christmas. You had the old Spygate saga. He paid fines out of his own pocket. He gave Villa a goal. You know, we just missed out on automatic promotion and then the playoffs in his first season in England, not just in England but in the Championship as well. You know, more of the same, please. More of the same. I cannot wait for this season to get going. It's been an absolute pleasure having him at the helm, and I'm just so grateful to Rads, to Orta, to Conor, to us the fans, to Leeds as a city that he's fell in love with it and he wants to stay for another year. And look, is it premature by the bookies putting us in at favourites? But yes, of course it is. But look, as I said to you previously, first season in England, first season in the Championship, and he finished third. I said to you before, look at, you know, Wilder, first season in the Championship, didn't do great, went up the following year. Same with Daniel Farke. Can we expect more of the same next season from Bielsa? Fingers crossed. You know, one thing for certain, it's going to be one hell of a ride, and I'm absolutely over the moon. And also the fact that, listen, Bielsa wanted assurances, and he's got assurances. Let's be under no illusions. If we don't stick to them assurances, the guy will walk. He's done it before. He'll do it again. But I'm just buoyed by the fact that he's agreed to sign on the dotted line for a further 12-month extension. You know, Championship, be on notice that Leeds are going to go again. And much like Rads in the tweet says, we are going to go again. And the rest of the Championship needs to be put on notice that Leeds, this Leeds side, the same side last season in terms of the beautiful football that we played, it's here to stay. You know, we all had that thing in the niggling back. Oh man, could it be a Leeds? Could he leave? Would we have to start again? But no, such good news, especially after yesterday. You know, the Championship playoff final, just missing out on that. Absolutely buzzing that Fat Frank missed out in Derby County. And then today we get the even better news that Bielsa is here to stay. Going back to them assurances, look, he's got them. He's obviously wants movements in the transfer market. If that includes player sales, then so be it. You know, we're not a cash-rich club. We understand that. We're all not naive. People may have to leave. Or has he got investment? Has he got investment that we're not quite sure of yet? And you know, Bielsa is aware of it. Who knows? But listen, Adam Pope on Twitter has mentioned a few things, and I think it's come from Bielsa himself, not directly, but as to reasons as to why he's staying. He understands this time the importance of the loan market. We touched on it in our season review, which will be dropping soon. We wanted to drop it today, but obviously there's been some even better news today. But look, the loan market needs to be used better, and he understands the importance of that. Just to reel off some names: Jack Harrison, Izzy Brown, Baker and Jamal Blackman. Let's look at some of the other teams. You had Harry Wilson, Mason Mount, Tyrone Mings, Hector at Chef Wednesday. You know, Twan Zebi at Villa. There is potential out there. We need to utilise it correctly this time. And Bielsa understands the importance of doing that. Some better scouting, you know, not just agreeing on players like from Chelsea, you know, like we did this time. That needs to be used better. He feels the squad is better now than when he first initially inherited it. And we've all got to agree on that. Some of them players have gone from being average championship players to top level championship players. And players like Matthias Klick, that guy wasn't even in the, top tier of the squad when Bielsa came in. Look what he turned him in. Look at Liam Cooper, again destined for a Scotland call-up. Look at Luke Ayling, many players this guy is. KP, how can we forget about KP? He's made him into the best player outside of the Championship in that position. Outside of the Premiership. The squad is 10 times better and will get better with new additions. He's also even buoyed by the success of the academy players that he had, Jack Clark, Jamie Shackleton, and there's more to come off. The list is endless. Matthias Bogus, Struick, Clark O'Dur, Edmondson, Gotts, Jordan Stevens, Apo Halm. The list is endless. Some of them, we're going to see more of them this time. There's been changes made at Thorpe Arch. Another thing that he wanted assurances was, there's been a 1 kilometre running track added. Unlucky boys, but it's been added. The swimming pool has been recommissioned. We also, we know what happened in the Chelino era. It was downbeat, it was downtrodden, it had been drained, it had moss all over the gaff, but he's recommissioned it. He wants remote controlled filming of training. I mean, I don't know how that works, but he wants it. He also wanted the dressing rooms to be upgraded to the same level as Ellen Road. He wanted all these assurances before he signed on the dotted line. And he's got them. And I'm absolutely buzzing. Listen, as I keep saying, the Championship needs to be put on notice. I don't want to get carried away, but it is absolutely vital and it's huge that we've managed to keep him. A manager of that ilk. Listen, he was on Roma's shortlist, for God's sake. It was always going to get considered for these top jobs. You can't blame them. He's a top coach. But he's a man of principle and he wanted to stay. He fell in love with the city, with the team, with the fans, with the players. And we fell in love with him. It's reciprocated and I'm just absolutely buzzing that Bielsa has decided to stay. And look, I want to leave with this. It is short and snappy. But Rad's left us with a message, and we can't stress this enough. But I thought it was a really nice message, and I want to leave you with that. He basically said in his statement, once again, we were the best supported team in the country, and he just left us with, enjoy your summer, and believe me, it's going to be a good summer. It is going to be very good. Players are going to be linked. More players are going to want to come in now. You look at Harvey Barnes, for example, who, by the way, if we had him on that left-hand side in the first half of the season, it'd have been unreal under Bielsa. That's where we struggled, that left-hand side. And if Harvey Barnes was there, this time around, if he has the decision between West Brom and Leeds United, where does he go? He stays at Leeds. This is what I'm saying. The potential we have to attract players has just gone up another notch. Leeds is a massive club anyway, but the success we had last season and the fact it's going to be, continuity this season, more success, that's how players will be looking at it. Going to Leeds United is an exciting prospect once again. So Rads, enjoy your summer. It's going to be good. He goes on to say, next year, once again, we all need to give more. Players, staff and fans, because our goal is close. And that goal of Premier League, football is very, very close now. Listen, we haven't even started the season. There's 46 games to go. But we've took one massive stride today. One massive stride towards that goal. Rads knows it. You guys know it. I know it. And Bielsa knows it. I'm absolutely over the moon. And, it's just good to be back in my garage doing these videos. Make sure you watch Oscar's reaction. Make sure you watch Conor's, which will be out tomorrow. Make sure you watch the end of season review. And as I say, players now are going to be linked. They might be outgoings, they might be incomings. But as soon as they start to come through, you'll get videos from All Leeds TV. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow me on my social medias at Wainman Joe on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. And I'll leave you guys there. What a day. Absolutely buzzing. We march on now. As the tweet says from the club, we go again. We go again. We have unfinished business. Bielsa has unfinished business. Championship be put on notice. Leeds are back. Leeds United are back. I feel like we are back. It's not a flash in the pan. Bielsa's going to stay. We can go again. And I'm so excited. So excited. Cannot wait for the first week of the season, early August. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. As always, peace out. March on together. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.